Why is being single the best situation you want to be in? Having a life partner is one of the sweetest things that can happen to anyone. But let's be realistic. You are not in a movie show where everything is romantic. I know someone that told me many advantages she is enjoying now that she is single compared to when she was in a relationship. She is now very successful because of the benefit of staying single. While most people associate Valentine's Day with romantic love affairs, some singles focus on themselves instead. Studies have shown that people prefer to be alone for the rest of their lives, even as they get older. Regardless of whether you are a happily uncoupled person or just looking for some peace till you meet the right person, you should know that there are significant health benefits to the single life, both physical and psychological. Finding someone who truly wants to build a long-term relationship with you in today's dating app era might be a challenge. Why can't we enjoy being single? Here are the benefits of being single. 1. You are solely responsible for your contentment. A professional psychotherapist says that people in relationships often assume that their partner would take care of specific issues or fix any problem of one another. Being solitary forces people to take greater responsibility for their well-being. When you are in a bad relationship, you and your companion have unrealistic expectations about what each other should be doing to make the other happy. You will encounter this if you are single. 2. You may be a lot more effective in the workplace than you are right now. As a single, you are more able to pursue your career options without being constrained by your significant other. What your companion thinks you should do, where they believe you can find employment, or whether you think the job you most desire will pay enough to support you in the relationship are not things you should think about when deciding what kind of job to accept. There is even evidence to suggest that singles may quickly get their 9 to 5 jobs more than married people because they place a higher value on their purpose for employment. Perhaps the most harmful thing you can do for your employer or coworkers is make yourself readily available to them by staying late or working on the weekends because you do not have anyone waiting for you at home. If you want to go up the corporate ladder quickly, having the ability to work long hours might be a huge advantage. 3. Self-confidence is something you possess. One of the pitfalls of continuing in a close, charming relationship is that your sense of self-worth might get coupled with your partner's, to the extent that you can forget who you are. For the most part, this does not happen to people. Self-discovery may be aided by being alone, as much as by being open to the experiences that come your way. If you are happiest alone, the benefit of this is obvious. You learn precisely how to be content with life's situation. However, if you desire to be half of a whole, discovering this while you are single might benefit your future relationship. 4. The most likely thing about you is that you are, and will continue to be, physically fit. According to a British study, nearly 3/4, 73%, of those who fail to meet the 150-minute weekly exercise requirement are married. Both the singles and the divorcees had a lot more energy. Why? As a single person, you may be more inclined to skip the gym if you are looking for a new partner. Also, you will be less prone to give up your Saturday morning run for a cuddle session in bed with your sweetheart. When it comes to taking care of oneself, single at heart, people often do more exercising. 5. You can prevent the feeling of being alone. Although loneliness may cause distress, note that individuals in long-term romantic partnerships are always not lonely by definition. Your support network and alleviation of loneliness are reinforced when you are single, so you tend to rely on several individuals, such as friends and family, when you feel alone. 6. You get a better night's sleep. Snuggling is nice, but if your spouse is constantly waking you up because of a sleep condition, a different bedtime, or just tossing and turning all night, it may have a significant impact on your quality of sleep. A sleep specialist argues that people with obstructive sleep apnea can create a great deal of noise and are pretty restless, which might disrupt their companion. Several other sleep-related issues include sleepwalking, night terrors, and other forms of acting out of dreams, such as regular arm and leg movements. Solitary people do not lose out on the numerous health and well-being benefits that come with getting 8 solid hours of sleep each night. 7. You can design your routine. Relationship experts assert that you may create a schedule that works for you if you do not have a spouse or adhere to someone else's schedule. And research showed that persons who have established routines, such as eating at the same time each day, going to bed at the same time each night, and so on, have a better quality of life and better chances of avoiding mental illness. 8. You have a lot of grit. You have probably mastered anxiety management on your own, which is better than someone with a partner, no matter how fantastic your social network is. A study by the Rand Company, which has been examining the health and well-being of those who were injured in the 9/11 attacks, found that those who were single were less likely to suffer from PTSD, more effective at overcoming injury or illness, and less likely to suffer from emotional or physical health and wellness issues. 9. Your relationships are better because of it. We have all seen it happen, whether in our relationships or the partnerships of a friend. Couples spend more time together and less time with each other as time goes by. Wendell and Seidman of Alright University coined the term dyadic withdrawal. According to research, single individuals are more considerate to their relatives, parents, close friends, and neighbors than married people, regardless of how long the pair has been dating. 10. It is easier to presume when you are alone. A psychological phenomenon known as repetition compulsion causes people who have been hurt to unconsciously seek consolation by entering into new relationships with people who are not the perfect fit for them. If you spend time alone, you will realize that time is an excellent therapist and that you can let go of your past. 11. You are self-sufficient. It is not the same as being lonesome to be alone. Being able to appreciate your own company is an essential part of becoming self-sufficient. If you have never been on your own before, you may have difficulty adapting to your newfound independence. It has been found that the single individuals are less vulnerable to negative emotions, and the more self-sufficient they tend to be. Self-sufficiency is related to increased negative sentiments for married people, practically to the point of a frown. Being single is not the loneliest thing that will ever happen to you. If you enjoy being single, you should not be limited by the opinion of the people around you. Being single can be the best situation you'll ever be.